All right, I'm Nick. It is day 4 with the Smith Wesson FPC. Now, obviously, folding pistol carbine. I think that's what it stands for anyways, but that's what it is. It folds, okay? Which is pretty cool. Now, we've mentioned how dirty the gun is, and you can see it in there on that bolt. Direct blowback system is just part of the game. I think folding is also part of that game. No big deal. I'm not upset about it. We haven't had any malfunctions other than the bolt release failing to release when there was an empty magazine in there a few times. Not a big deal realistically to most people. You just got to charge the gun a few times, it'll be stuck back here, and then it'll release. It did it with all the magazines, and all the magazines are fairly new. Filthy, and get a good look inside there. Filthy, dry. You could say it's been through adverse conditions. We have shot it suppressed. We're just going to get into it. We did move a little bit out here. We're shooting in a little bit different area on the property, just doing some experimenting, see how it does. But we just got out of the truck. We unfolded it. We loaded it. And we're going to see how she does today. Look at that. We cut that tree. We said we cut that tree in half. It didn't make it 2 shots. I just missed both of those. One thing I said before, and I really mean it, is I think the optic is too low on this rail. I think that this system definitely needs some kind of riser. It's just really, really hard to get down into the gun with that cheek riser. Oh, we're out of ammo. We're out of ammo. I didn't know. Okay, so I talked about before. Now, someone's going to say somewhere it happened because I'm left-handed, so let's pretend I'm right-handed. And maybe it's because I'm left-handed, okay? But that's not how a spring should work. A spring should do its job regardless of what system or who's operating the left or right-handed. Wow, I suck. All right, so I mentioned it yesterday. I'm not getting my head all the way down to see that whole circle on the EOTech very well. You really got to drive way down in here. And I don't want to be... I personally don't want to be in there that far shooting the gun. I definitely put a riser on there. If you do get your head all the way down in there, you can see the whole reticle, and it runs really well. We need more magazines. All right, so we're gonna go through these next 4 magazines, and then we're gonna reload. We're gonna put 250 through it today. That'll take us to 1,000. We haven't cleaned it. We just unboxed it. We haven't lubed it. We don't plan to. We're gonna get to 1,000 rounds with 0 malfunctions, and we'll be good to go. Oh, I guess you could say that this is a malfunction. It does exist, okay? Someone's gonna say it's not a malfunction. Someone's gonna say it is. We're just recording what happens, okay? All right, so I think I shoot it better if I don't try to put it to my cheek, okay? Told you. It is a fine shooting little pistol though, or carbine, rifle. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to quit aiming. I think it shoots better if you just point it, okay? Uh-oh. That's a deep concealment reload. Couldn't get it out of my pocket. My wallet was in my pocket too. It's not a good place for a magazine. Oh, failure. Okay, we got 108 rounds to reload. So we're going to go back to the truck. We're going to fast forward through reloading or just cut through reloading. And then we'll keep shooting it. Nothing has come loose since that first video. It is fun to shoot, okay? Fun to shoot. Okay, we reloaded. Now, Jack had not touched the gun with the 223 rounders back here or the 23 rounder loaded. And obviously the slide is not down or bolt's not forward. But dude, this thing is so heavy when you have it in this configuration, like super rear-ended heavy. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you that way. If you buy it, you know what to expect. I think it's awesome. I've had a blast. We're going to get through the last 100 rounds. I don't make reviews. We just shoot the guns and whatever happens, happens. It's hard to do a review when you have one of something, okay? Like, it's not possible. Or to have a gun for a week and review it, that doesn't make any sense. How do you know if it's going to corrode? How do you know if it's going to fall apart? You just don't know things, okay? So another thing, Jack just touched it, and he realized how hot it is in this area. And that plastic on the rail is actually on the barrel. It's held to the barrel, okay? It holds the barrel in place. Because after all, that is part of what folds the barrel. The barrel is right there, man. So that is all around the plastic. No big deal. Something else I wanted to see. So we're going to do it as safe as possible. We're going to drop the slide. Now, if a round is chambered and the safety's on, you can't fold it, okay? And that's a good thing. I hadn't tested that. I wanted you guys to see. I had thought about it. You can't do it with the safety off. You also can't do it, okay? That makes sense to me. That's the way it should be. So I'm glad to see that. All right, so we're going to go back to it. We had to hammer that in a little bit more because it was falling down. But off we go. Just kidding. Mentioned that before. If you are left-handed, there's two safeties. You got a cross bolt safety. But if you're left-handed, you got to turn it off with your right hand. Then you have your blade safety on the trigger, okay? No big deal. Let's back up a little bit, Jack. We could be a little further away in my mind. We're going to cut that tree now. That's a pretty darn durable tree. The bullet is going through the tree into the metal. But the tree will not fall. I give up. That situation is just awkward. Awkward, but I mean, as far as the truck gun, it is super convenient. Say I had to get out of the truck and, let's say, shoot a coyote or something like that that was messing with a calf or something around one of the farms around here. I could totally pull this thing out and destroy a coyote's life with zero hesitation. Gassy. It is gassy. All right, we're getting close to 1,000. That's really annoying. Got a little hectic there. Oh no. All right, this is the last 23 rounds to get to 1,000. Actually, I'm just kidding. We're over 1,000 for sure. Jackie shot it off camera. I've shot it off camera. 1,000 rounds, no malfunctions other than that slide stop. Let's just blame that on being left-handed so no one gets upset. We've learned that saying guns have malfunctions really upsets people. Got the tree. I didn't quite get back far enough. All right, that's it. You can see how gassy she is. Stuff just, maybe you can't see it from that angle now. Just a gassy creature. It is dirty, but it still folds with no issues, or without issues, still locks up. It is obviously hot. I just touched myself there, so, you know, whatever. It's obviously hot. Smells like freedom. That opens up. I should like bring the temp gun out here. So it's not hot enough to hurt you, but it is extremely warm, okay? I put some plumbing tape on here. That way that wouldn't come as loose, and it's still pretty loose and hot. We haven't had any malfunctions with anything else coming loose other than the Optic from the factory. I don't think any of these screws... There's a lot of screws in this thing, man. I don't think any of those screws have come loose or anything like that. And it's not like we were nice to it. We didn't clean it. We didn't lube it. We just shot the crap out of it. Whatever happens, happens, okay? Trigger reset's a little bit long. We're just being nitpicky, though. Those are just things to consider. If you get it, you're going to notice that eventually. Yep, that's it. I don't have anything bad to say. I enjoyed it, okay? Next week, we'll be shooting something else. I had fun, but I do think there are better PCCs available. If you are in it for this feature, I would definitely go with the FPC before I bought a Kel-Tec. I've shot the Kel-Tec quite a bit. I like this design better personally, okay? Those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching.